Hey all, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do a video on why the Baofeng 5RM is not my current favorite radio. It's funny, apparently one of the most popular videos on the channel is the quick start for the 5RM. And at the time, this was the first new radio that I had got in a while. The other Baofengs that I had were older, several years back. And I had got this one because everybody was raving about it. It was about $30, I guess, like most of them are, 30, 35. And it is not a terrible radio. It really isn't. I mean, I used it for a while. It's got a nice color display on it. You can see there, it has a USB charging port back here for the battery. In addition to, you could use a cradle, of course. And it covers 2 meter, it covers 220, it covers 440, it covers public service band. You could tune into GMRS, FRS, not allowed to transmit on those. Of course, you can do aviation monitoring on this. A lot of good things. One of the things that I've noticed is, and you'll note that I have the 2 meter and 440 antenna attached. I have never once been able to pick up or hit a 220 repeater with this one. I need to try it with the other antenna that's tuned better for it, because I do have one of those. But I'm not very optimistic because even the other 220 radio that I've got um, will at least pick up something with the other antenna off of those two repeaters that we have in the area that are 220. So I feel like the sensitivity might not be as good as the older generation Baofengs. Um, I've heard reports of dirty output and that the spectrum output is not clean, and that may be. I personally haven't tested. I mean, I have no reason to doubt what people are saying there, as far as people that have hooked it up to a meter and said, well, it's got spurious emissions. Yeah, okay, it's a cheap radio. It's not going to be perfect. I don't expect it to be perfect. One of the things that I've really liked from the beginning is the battery on this one. Has good battery life. This one sits in my lunch bag day in, day out. I haven't charged it probably in 2 to 3 months. And I don't know if you can see, but we've got, I want to say, a quarter of the battery left there. I rarely pull it out to monitor. I've got it tuned to a linked network here in the state of Tennessee and one of the 440 repeaters here locally. But it's just not my favorite go-to. I like the FM capabilities of it. That's great. It's just a little bigger than my taste right now. I really do like the TidRadio TDH3. That's kind of my current favorite. And right now, I'd say my second favorite is probably the digital here, the Retevis RT3S. And if that were easier to use out of the box, it might be my favorite of the cheaper handhelds. Now, that much said, I don't have a Yaesu to play with, or an ICOM, or a Kenwood, or anything else above the $50 price range. So, what are your favorite radios? What are your favorite cheap radios? What are your least favorite cheap radios? And which radios have you had that, now that you've seen a few others, you're just not feeling it quite like you did? If you would, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check back for other videos, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.